especially to our sponsors, our team from AGF UK, and to our special guests, good afternoon. Good afternoon to the class of 2022. Good afternoon, staff, and good afternoon to everyone watching us live on YouTube right now. We're here to celebrate the class of 2022. They chose a special name. We say they are the class that shines brightest in the sky. Cyrus. Okay. My name is Jennifer. I'll be the moderator for today, and we'll kickstart by calling on the head teacher to give us the opening remarks. Let's get together.
We'll start with Dr. Tom Lube, who is the father. And I remember in my opening remarks for when I was welcoming this cohort, I said, in your vision, we have found our mission. I will always remember that. Thank you so much, Dr. Tom. I also want to acknowledge Mrs. Lube. Thank you so much for the support. I remember in one of the guest speaker series, the girls asked Dr. Tom, why did you choose to support girls or females? And he said, because I want to be successful. So I'm sure there's something mommy does really well. I want to learn from you. Thank you so much. I also want to acknowledge our trustees, board members from UK, from Ghana. Thank you so much for coming. And I've got a list of dignitaries. I know some are still on their way. And as we continue to compile the list, we'll acknowledge all of you. But thank you so much. I have here, I've addressed Dr. Tom, Mrs. Carol Lube. I have here Mr. Andrew Ali. I have Mrs. Abna Ajiman. And I know from my list, but I have said hello to Ms. Linda from Western University as well. And as I said, as you continue to build the list, we acknowledge everybody. But thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who don't know, this is my very first year in headship. And so it's a very special moment for me to be standing here celebrating this wonderful group of girls. They've been on a journey which they've described with so many words. I think sometime in the program you get to see and watch and hear those, but I know for some it's been transformational, it's been epic, it's been so many things, challenging, puzzling, mind-blowing, and so on and so forth. But you made it. Well done. And so friends, families, parents, trustees, visitors, supporters, sponsors, we've gathered this afternoon to celebrate the end of a journey that reflects with pride and so much joy, a journey that has strengthened us and made us pause many times to reflect on our ways of thinking and our ways of perceiving one another, a journey that's challenged us and brought us this far. I do hope that you enjoy about 3 hours or 2 hours together. And for those of you who want to reach out, I remember Mrs. Abna saying to me, it's an evening of networking, so please don't just rush away. We would love to continue to have those conversations with you. Thank you so much.
Really wonderful to see you all. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, both here and online. And on behalf of the trustees of AGF, including my fellow trustees, Andrew Ali and Abna Agyeman, and our head teacher, Ms. Gifty Ganser, and our executive director, Yasmin Al-Jabouri, we are delighted to have you all here. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the brilliant young women who make up Africa Science Academy's class of 2022. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. It's going to be an inspiring afternoon, meeting students, learning about ASA, and I hope you'll leave excited and optimistic about the future and knowing that the future of Africa is in very safe hands. But for now, I just wanted to say welcome. I also wanted to just acknowledge the lovely music that we had outside. It was really special and quite bracing. In fact, one of the students, I understand, wanted to challenge me to a dance-off. But what I said to her is that they may be super intelligent, but if you want to challenge me to a dance-off, you have to reach certain levels, and you need to practice a bit more before we get there. So we won't be doing that, but I will be speaking to you all later on. But thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
Okay, so right into business, we'll be presenting the class of 2022. We'll call on Ms. Gifty Ganser to do that. We'll be giving them their certificates of completion. It's been, 15 months of hard work, and they have completed their A-levels in just this time, 1 academic year instead of 2. They are that special, they are that gifted and talented. And so, they have a special something. So while they come up to pick up their certificates, they'll make a little presentation. Look out for that. Okay, so we'll start with the first person on our list, all the way from the northern region, Irene Akawin Agigiba. Welcome, Irene.
Good afternoon, everyone. My journey in ASA hasn't really been an easy one, but I would say it's full of beautiful memories. ASA is a beautiful place where I've never seen before, a beautiful place where I've met smart and beautiful students. And I've learned so much because ASA have really given me a lot of opportunities that I've never met before, like robotics, visual, sports, and many others. And I'm really grateful for that. And I'm going to ALU, African Leadership University, to study software engineering.
If I can go back in time, I'll still choose coming to African Science Academy. I'm going to Ashesi University to do mechanical engineering.
Different aspects of ASA appeal to me. I love the fact that I studied maths and physics from such amazing teachers. I love the fact that I had numerous opportunities, leadership opportunities that really sharpened my leadership skills. I also love the fact that I had opportunities to meet great personalities from all over the world through the guest speaker session. But most of all, the people around me here in ASA impacted me most. They are the most hardworking people I've ever met, and they truly inspire me. And for that, I'm very grateful.
From the Volta region of Ghana, we have Mary Doe.
A year ago, one of my brothers asked me if I would do computer science in the university, and I said no, I don't like it. By that, what I really mean is I don't think I'll do well in it. But coming to ASA, I've really changed my view of this technological world, because ASA has handed me a tool to be able to serve the technology world. That I am going to African Leadership University to do software engineering. Thank you.
A few days ago, a friend of mine told me that, Fidos, I love the woman you've become. I want to be just like that. I was like, what kind of woman? And she told me, a more brilliant and confident young woman. And I told her, well, that's the ASA effect. ASA has turned my fear into boldness, my insecurity into confidence, and dreams I thought would forever remain dreams into long-term goals. Yes, that's what ASA does. That's the ASA effect. And one thing I'm living with is, yes, I can. And I can't wait to get started at the University of Hong Kong in September, studying engineering. Thank you.
From the Upper East region of Ghana, we have Caroline Jire.
Some years back, I was in my little community thinking I know the world. But after my 1 year, 1 month and 6 days at African Science Academy, I've come to realize that I've not even seen little of what I'm supposed to see. ASA has exposed me to many opportunities, such as being able to interact and hear stories from great women and men in STEM, moving on to robotics, where I'm able to create and code and make something run on my own, not forgetting the mentorship I've received from them. I'm really grateful for all these opportunities, and I've enjoyed everything. Who really has enjoyed it?
From the Volta region of Ghana, we have Manuela Elinam Mensah Kwao.
I'd always say one thing about ASA, that it would be family first, then school. I vividly remember how uncertain I was when I walked into the gates of ASA, into the arms of a very, very caring community that not only nurtured my soul but fed my brains. ASA has filled me with a lot of ambition, excellence, and integrity, and I'll forever be grateful for that. Thank you.
From the northern region of Ghana, we have Rahinatu Mohammed Lawal.
To come to African Science Academy. I view problems as shackles to tear me down, but after a year here, and I see challenges as opportunity to grow and develop. Coming to the African Science Academy has granted me the opportunity to meet some of the most amazing people I've ever met. Dr. Tom, Ms. Gansa, the teaching staff, that meeting, and my lovely 15 friends, who has made my 1 year stay a memorable one. I call them sisters.
From Zimbabwe, we have Kimberly Taj Mashanga.
The last year has been transformational to me in many ways. It's a year that I wouldn't trade for anything else in the world. The diversity of my class has allowed me to have the most engaging conversations with different opinions because they come from different places. I have had the opportunity to go into a classroom every day and learn with the most powerful, most strong, most smart, and and the most inspiring young women I've ever met in my life, and for that I am grateful.
From East Swatini, formerly known as Swaziland, we have Sianda Monsebo Impetwa.
I would describe ASA as a hot blast furnace that I really didn't think I would survive. But little did I know that I'm stronger than that. I came here not believing in myself, looking at myself in a very low manner. But I now have confidence that I can make it because, well, I made it. I would love to say that I'm very excited for myself. I think the school, because I came in here very narrow-minded, but now I know that the world is a world full of a lot of opportunities.
From Zimbabwe again, we have Diana Esther Runyararo Murungu.
I see life as a storybook, and as each chapter is written, the main character develops, meets new people, and gets a bigger picture of how their story is going to end. And ASA has been a pivotal part of my story, and the current chapter I'm in, I've realized so many things, that I can do things I would have never dreamt of. Like, I remember last year where I had the opportunity to be a guest speaker at Tech in Ghana and share my ideas. And if I had to tell myself as a child, like, you're going to be a guest speaker at one of your favorite shows, I'll be like, what? You're lying to me! But ASA has made my imagination a reality, and I've just been grateful for that. Thank you.
From the eastern region of Ghana, we have Bless Charles Opon.
For as long as I can remember, I have had a dream to establish my own foundation for people with disabilities. And coming to ASC has given me more confidence in my ability to attain my goals. And the encouragement I received from the staff members and the various guest speakers I had a chance to talk to has left me feeling energized and fully prepared to face any challenges I might face in my journey to success. Thank you.
From Nigeria, we have Glorious Orioluwa Osho.
I came as a young girl with a feeble mind, but now I'm living with a more broader one. ASC has been really challenging to me, as it has made me really resilient and strong. Although I know that before I came, I was not really fluent in my speaking ability. But now I've been able to communicate effectively and learn how to present. Because ASC has really exposed us to the world of presentation and the ability to stand up for ourselves. I've really learned a lot of things, meeting people from different countries, and this has really helped me to diverse. I really appreciate everyone who has contributed to my life. Thank you very much.
So next we have another Nigerian, actually the twin. Gracious Ogoluwa Osho.
For me, this past 1 year has been amazing. ASC has really changed my life, and I can see I'm a very different person now. ASC has given me a strong foundation to build on, and I know that as a product of ASA, I'm going out confidently into the world to shape it and change it to the way I want to be. Thank you.
From the western region of Ghana, we have Alice Sama Akom.
The expression, I shall tower the ladder, had been on my mind and the minds of my colleagues ever since our opening day. I walked into the walls of African Science Academy purposely because of my love for STEM. Honestly, I didn't know what would become of my decision. There were difficult moments and of course, very exciting ones as well. Collectively, all those times create great and unforgettable memories. As I stand here today, I would say I was not given just education, but I was given a great treasure which is beyond measures. Thank you.
When I look back at my experience here in ASA, one word that always comes to mind is redefining. Because it looks so magical when I look back who I was and who I have become. The countless opportunities has made me realize that there's so much more I can achieve. The remarkable supporting community has shown me support every step of the way. The unforgettable assignments, monthly assessments, has made me realize that quitting is never an option for me. Thank you so much, ASA. Today, I stand tall as a woman in STEM who is ready to drive change in the world around me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gansa. Congratulations, class of 2022. So there seems to be this prevailing stereotype that girls who do STEM are not very creative, they are nerds. But there's one person here who will prove you wrong. And so we'll call Mary Doe, who has written a beautiful poem, to deliver that poem. Mary, the floor is yours.
Thank you, everyone, for clapping for me. Well, my poem actually doesn't have a title. Maybe at the end, we'll all give it one. The weed is a flower in the wrong place. I say the flower is a weed in the right place. 14 months ago, the thought of higher education for me was a heavy, foggy task. How could I navigate it when every time I tried, it feels like a clueless maze or a puzzle with several pieces missing? It sucks. I remember it felt like I was on a battlefield, wounded by frustration, and every thought of it felt like dozens of grenades exploding in my face. The hunger and thirst for change that lingered in me felt exactly like a machete soldier left limpless with no arms and legs. But no matter how defeated I was, this hunger won't budge, and this thirst was all I could cling to like my last straw to hope. And this last ray of hope got me clinging to a straw to stay afloat in this war zone. And you know, I mastered the strength to stand on legs that looked like mashed tomato, gooey and hurting, my arms shaking, my vision blurry, making everything dance before me. But I never backed down. So I shot with the last drop of strength in me, hoping I somehow hit the last enemy, fear or failure. The reaction from the rifle sent me falling backwards, landing face up, and everything went black. Then I heard a voice. It was the commander-in-chief of the battalion. He stretched forth his hand, calling me to take it, and that he told me he was here to take me to the battalion aid station. That commander-in-chief was and is Dr. Thomas Ilube. And that battalion aid station is African Science Academy. Just so you know, I wasn't the only dying soldier he came saving. There are other hundreds on the list and counting. You know, it makes me wonder how someone could put his life on the list and come picking dying and wounded soldiers like me and my other 15 sisters. If Dr. Tom hadn't come picking us, who knows, we might be lost on those war zones, and the dreams we stay awake to nurture would just be dreams, and the hope we sign up to be for our communities would just be another promise and fail saga. Miss Gansa, how lovely to have you. We have come to know her as a mother, and she is the perfect epitome of who a mother is. So, who is a mother? A mother tells you, I love you this instant, and the next, she's coding the living day out of you. Miss Gansa, I remember this nursery rhyme. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. You know, life is but a dream. But ASA is our dream. And ASA has been our stream. The staff have been our boats and paddles. They carried us across the waves of this journey. And there were high waves and there were low waves. But in all, they have been gentle and steady, rowing us towards our dreams and aspiration. Our teachers would go to the moon and fetch us a glass of water if we had wanted. This is to show how dedicated they truly are. Our teachers are the greatest artists of all times. I say artists because they teach like how an artist approaches a piece of art with full concentration, devotion, love, patience, persistence, passion, and a sense of adventure, holding our focus. See, just that their art is the greatest art because their canvas is our minds, their brush is our hearts, and their paint, our souls, their art gallery is our spirits. Their whole medium of expression is every member of our body. And you know, life is short, but art is long. So this art they create in us will forever be cherished as it propels us to higher grounds. We adore you, Mrs. Day, for your resilience, even through your toughest moments. So Maxwell, we salute you for your patience and devotion, for the late night hours, and for the times you forget to go to lunch because we are overwhelmed by further maths. We cannot forget you, Sir Michael, for the times you make us laugh when the going gets tough. We always say, Dr. Tom, in your vision, we have found our mission. But what we really mean is, no Dr. Tom, no ASA. No Dr. Tom, no ASA, no us ASA girls. Our dreams might just be what they are, dreams. That is why we can't forget the brave men and women who tapped into this vision, our donors, sponsors, and volunteers. Your consistency as day after the night is applaudable. And the very thought of this sacrifice sends chills through my heart and mind because it's unfathomable. And the goosebumps I get show me the evidence that you care about us as a hen does her chicks. And to my dear sisters, as you journey beyond the shores of Africa, do not forget your root. I want to ask you a question. Does the perfect tone of melanin in your skin draw your appetite when you look at yourself in the mirror? Yes. If not, look again. Look again, because when I see you, when I see me, I see skins that glow radiantly with a marshmallow hue and battery shades of pretty pecan. I see undertones of soft pumpkin and olive gold, just a perfect blend for peanut butter. But remember, we wear our skins as an identity we did not choose, but love. And our skin cannot determine who we become. Because the skin is just an article of clothing and not the essence of the person. I wear my African silky espresso brown coffee skin with pride and comfort. But let them know that your grace don't depend on your skin color. That your accent is a rhythm to your ears of ancestral melody. That clicks in your tongue, it's who we are. We are African. Black is strength, black is pretty, and black is splendor. Sister, remember, you are a tool in evolution for a revolutionary change making in Africa. Never forget that.
You deserve a standing ovation. Thank you so much, Mary. Women in STEM can be creative. Women in STEM are creative.
It's unfortunate that I have to follow that poem. How am I expected to compete with that? I founded the Africa Science Academy in 2016 because I believe that the next generation of female scientists and engineers will drive forward Africa's development. Since opening, we have educated over 100 gifted young African women from 12 countries across Africa, 100% of whom have gone on to study STEM-focused degrees covering artificial intelligence, software engineering, biotechnology, computer science, architecture, and many, many more. 95% of our alumni have received scholarships to study at leading universities across Africa and around the world. Destinations include Ashesi University, African Leadership University, University of Edinburgh, Hong Kong University, University of British Columbia in Canada, all over the world. It's just amazing what they're doing. I want to say a special thank you to our partners, sponsors and friends of ASA who have made this possible. Firstly, our lead supporter, XTX Markets, who have helped us realize phase 1 of our expansion plans to double the size of the school. Also, our key partners, Tullow Oil, who join us today, and have supported us since the school's inception and fund our outreach program, the Tullow Maths Masterclasses, and Bank of America, who have helped ensure we can offer all our students full scholarships. We want to make sure that financial circumstances are no barrier to brilliant brains, and that's what our sponsors allow us to achieve. Our brilliant young women are developing into the STEM leaders Africa needs. Science and technology can have an extraordinary impact and will be vital to solving the world's most pressing problems. For example, our alumni played a key role in the development of 3D printed ventilators at Academic City University during the height of the COVID pandemic. Our alumni are also thinking about climate change, water shortages, using AI to tackle medical problems. There is a wealth of talent on the continent. High quality STEM education at secondary school level is vital to providing young women from all backgrounds with the foundations they need to unlock their potential and access opportunities. At ASA, we are ensuring that this talent is tapped into and giving gifted young women the springboard they need to develop their skills and change their lives and the lives of those around them. Over the next 3 years, we will develop a world-class campus which will educate 1,000 brilliant young women by the end of the decade. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the impact these 1,000 young women gifted in science, education and mathematics and provided with world-class education and training will have on the continent, on the world? Imagine 1,000 ASA alumni out there. Incredible. Our alumni, most of whom are under the age of 24, have already created STEM centers and libraries across the continent and are developing solutions to tackle the issues facing their communities. I really hope you will all join us on this journey to make an impact across the continent and provide these remarkable young women with the opportunities they deserve. You've heard from some of them earlier, but I want to share with you some words that one of the students shared with me. They've created a book for me and they all wrote in it, and I'm going to treasure it. I'm going to read it as over the months and years because this is why I do what I do. But there was one paragraph that I just wanted to share with you, and it goes like this. When I thought my dreams were going to be blown away and I received admission to ASA, and just like the soil provides a home for seeds to grow, you gave me a place to grow my dying dreams, and you offered me water to water them. And now my dreams are blooming just like the flowers. Your ideas and passion have given me and many girls a chance to develop ourselves into great women. You have prepared the next generation of leaders. God bless you. I am forever grateful. And that's from Irene, a proud student of ASA. These remarkable young women sit before me today. To them, I want to say how proud I am of each and every one of you. I want you to remember how much you have achieved already, leaving home, gaining entry to ASA in competition with hundreds of other young women. This year, we had nearly 800 applicants for our places, and you were chosen. Completing the Cambridge International A-Level in just 11 months. I don't know another school in the world that does that. Most of us sat here today would not be able to do that. In fact, visitors, hands up who thinks they'd be able to do maths, further maths, physics in 12 months. Not me. You've been able to meet people from all over the world and are heading off to some of the world's leading universities. I know you will all go on to achieve incredible things. But as you do, I want you to remember that it is now your duty to provide opportunities for those who come after you. We selected you as students at the Africa Science Academy because we saw your potential. You must use that potential to make a difference, to solve problems, to support others, and to make an impact on your countries and to Africa as a whole. Today you have made me very proud, and I know you will make me even prouder. Today we celebrate all of you and all of your hard work. Congratulations and well done, class of 2022.
Today is a pivotal time for which we have gathered to celebrate all the remarkable achievements of this class. And this is a worthy cause by all standards, because we have shown our ability to remain excellent through thick and thin. I am Manuela Kwao, and I'm highly honored to deliver this speech as head prefect of this class. The past year has been very exceptional. Exceptional not because it has been all rosy, but because it has been a perfect blend of the best and the worst times. Our journey has been very long and winding, one characterized by joy, sorrow, certainty, uncertainties, tears, laughter, joy, fear, and hope. I sat across the table with girls that came across all over Africa. And thinking that Africans were Ghanaians because I'm Ghanaian, I thought I would easily get along with them, but obviously I was wrong. My first realization of this was when Zianda introduced herself as coming from the kingdom of Eswatini in an accent that I could only decipher after many repetitions. And by then I knew nothing of such a thing, and I just said, Manuela, you know nothing about Africa. My realization became even more tangible when Elizabeth once said, it's 2014. And I said, it's 2021. Little did I know that in Ethiopia, it's 2014 right now. In retrospect, this is what ASA has been for the most part, realizing that we do not know it all, but working constantly to add to our store of knowledge by any means possible. Our stay in ASA grew from minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, from which we began to amass failures, all from which we learned very fast, and of course successes, beginning with the results of our SATs. Then in the fourth month, COVID-19 struck us. The COVID-19 pandemic is an unforgettable part of our ASA experience, and our story as a cohort would be incomplete without it. Just in the middle of a mechanics class, COVID-19 rudely interrupted, and I watched as two of my peers were isolated. Little did I know that myself and 4 others would be joining them soon. In the isolation room, there was either a virtual lesson, a virtual catch-up with our peers who tested negative, or a virtual meeting with our head teacher, Ms. Gansa. Oh yes, Ms. Gansa was our backbone during those times, encouraging us and always managing to take our minds off the fact that we were indeed COVID-19 victims. While our peers religiously, without complaint, offered us our food and any necessity we requested for, no one was ever alone in ASA. Ms. Gansa always reminded us that your results will be yours for life, and that quitting was never an option. From my point of view, I don't think Ms. Ganser had a distinction between weekdays and weekends when it came to us. She was always there. Mrs. Ter was so devoted to making sure we were on top of our game, both academically and mentally. Just before we could complain, Mrs. Ter, we don't know how they got this final answer. She would say, there's no magic anywhere, you have to work it out. I will not even try to recount the number of times we have heard her whisper, study smart, study well. After the many rejections from university, we could always stress Sir Maxwell to urge us on to positivity and hope. And see us now, heading off to Columbia University, Hong Kong University, and other universities across the globe. With him, every time or occasion was also study time. And there was absolutely no reason to hate physics, with Sir Michael being our teacher. He always managed to let the most difficult concepts appear as a walk in the park. With Miss Jennifer and Miss Linda, there was never a dull moment. You could count on them for that. Like waves, they always spread their energy and enthusiasm. And of course, Miss Beatrice was always available to offer her many corrections. All we needed to do was ask, and Miss Doris, without hesitation, was there to meet our needs to the best of her ability. While Miss Hannah made the hostel feel like a place we always wanted to return to after strenuous academic work. In addition, all of these ladies here have compelled me to push my limits on countless occasions, and I wouldn't be the Manuela I am right now without them. Indeed, there is something to be said about the world run by women. Yvette taught me to be gracious and to always be on the lookout for an opportunity to lend a helping hand. Elizabeth proved to me that I don't have an excuse to learn when the internet is in existence. Diana never stopped shouting, dream big, through her suggestion, with Kimberly soldiering me on to be unapologetic of my opinions. And just before me, or any one of us could give up, Glorious and Gracious will be haunting us with their perfect display of determination and perseverance. With Blessed and Mary, I always had a reason to be authentic and confident in my quirks, whilst Irene and Inez kept teaching me indirectly to be calm in the midst of the chaos. And with Caroline and Rahina too, I just couldn't afford to be moody. I cannot be more grateful to have lived and studied with you all. Finally, I'd like to end on my speech, falling back on the words of our head teacher, Ms. Ganser, and this will be the third time you've heard it this day, that it is in Dr. Tom Ilube's vision that we have all found our mission. I remember watching Dr. Tom's TED Talk titled, Why Africa's Girls Will Engineer the Future. Ladies, he called us his butterflies, ones that he was determined to find and unleash to have opportunity to flap our wings and cause a ripple effect of change across Africa. So fellow graduates, you have a charge to keep, and that is to go out there and cause that ripple of positive change on our continent. Let's not hesitate to put in the hard work and make all the necessary confrontations in our pursuit to discharge this duty excellently. Let's plant and allow God to give the increase. With us in the driver's seat, I cannot wait to see what becomes of Africa. Thank you.
So before we go on, would like to acknowledge Lady Ashley Ajayi. Thank you for coming. Yawo Kuwonu from Talo Oil. Can we see you? Thank you for coming. And Mrs. Pamela Zomelo, MD of Omni Group. Is she here? Thank you for coming. Okay, so it's award time. Some girls have done exceptionally well and would like to acknowledge them at this moment. So can the ushers please come forward, and we'll have Mr. Andrew Ali, trustee of African Gifted Foundation UK, to hand out the first set of awards. Congratulations, Elizabeth. The next award is that for Best Student A-Level Further Mathematics. Now, this student achieved 100% on her CIE October Pure Math exam and went on to achieve the top mark in further math in the final monthly assessment. Manuela Kwao. Congratulations. Next is the best student in A-level physics. This student has throughout the program shown great determination and worked very hard to consistently be at the top in physics. So since she entered ASA, she's always been at the top in physics. Elizabeth, the Misty. Our next award is the Jackie Wright Award for overall best students in academics. This award is being sponsored by our board member in the US, Jackie Wright. And this person has been on top for further math, for physics, and just ultimately in all things academic. Elizabeth Demisi. So Elizabeth gets a laptop sponsored by Jackie. Thank you, AGS UK, for this. Outstanding Development Award. So this student has developed into a top achiever. She joined us halfway into the journey, and she was at par with those who started right from May. So the academic year began in May, but she joined in September and still came up tops during the AS exam. Glorious Osho. Okay. Congratulations. Next is the All-Round Student Award. So this student works hard. She's academically good. She has performed very well in ASA. She's a great ambassador. She gets on well with her peers and staff. She's able to diversify and be successful in whatever situation she finds herself. Manuela Kwao. Congratulations. Okay. So in ASA, we don't only celebrate academics, we also celebrate values. And so the next award is the Most Disciplined Student of the Year. This student understands and abides by the rules and can clearly lead others to do the same. Ines Noella Trishim. Congratulations. We're not clapping for the discipline. Thank you, Andrew. Next, we'll have Miss Abna Ajuman, to hand out the next set of awards. She's a board member of the African Gifted Foundation, Ghana. So the next award is the ASA Resilience Award. This student faced a number of challenges, but always remains positive and focused while pushing to succeed. Miss Gracious Osho. Next is the ASA Ambassador Award. This student can confidently represent ASA anywhere with her inquisitive nature and confident poise. Miss Manuela Elina Mensah. Next is the Exceptional Dedication Award. So this student applied herself 100% to everything she does, whether caring for her mates when they're unwell or dedicating her time to ASA events and media, 100%. Miss Yvette Ahishachi. Next is the ASA Excellence Award. So this student has shown outstanding performance in all her roles and even in academics. Again, Manuela Kwao. Okay, so next is the ASA Award for Integrity. So this student knows how to stand up for what is right, even when many around her do not have the courage to do so. Rahina Mohammed Lawal. Next is the ASA Diversity Award. So this award is given to a student who easily embraces and is able to merge with all cultures, different cultures. We have Zianda Mtetwa. Zianda, someone took your certificate. The next award is the ASA Caring Community Award. So this student is compassionate and she's always willing to assist. Alice Samako. Thank you, Abna. Thank you. Next, we have our Executive Director, Ms. Yasmin Al-Jaburi. Yes. Okay. So the next award is the ASA Ambition Award. This student has a determination and strong desire to develop technologies to assist people with special needs. Bless Charles. Okay. The ASA Empowerment Award. So this student is confident. She's created the first ever French club to teach her colleagues and even staff to learn a foreign language. Fridose Tunyong. The ASA Innovation Award. So this student is passionate about tech and robotics, and she's always developing new things for the robotics club. Miss Diana Murungu. The ASA Creativity Award. I don't even need to point out who that is. Miss Merido. ASA Curiosity Award. She's always asking, always asking, always asking. Kimberly Mashanga. The next award goes to a student who has a superpower. Yes, we actually have those in our school. Her superpower is to lighten up every moment, any moment. There's no tension when she's around. Caroline Jure, she makes everyone laugh. Our next award goes to the most determined to succeed. She doesn't take no for an answer. She will do it regardless of whatever. Miss Irene Akawim Agigiba. Thank you, Yasmin. Congratulations to you all. You deserve it. It was so tough picking who for what. But thank you, academic, admin, head teacher, for helping to pick this out.
We've put a number of measures to secure our memories that highlight our time in ASA, of which is the video you just watched. But the video is insufficient. So the student body, led by the yearbook committee, designed a yearbook that highlights our time in African Science Academy.
The yearbook was designed under the auspices of our head teacher, Ms. Gifty Gansa. Honestly, the yearbook would have never been in existence if not for her being with us through every single stage. I'd also like to express our sincerest gratitude to Ms. Jennifer, Ms. Linda, Ms. Hannah, Mrs. Tay, all of whom took time at various points to peruse our work. With this being said, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the yearbook for ASA's class of 2022, Cyrus. So distribution will be communicated later. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yvette Manuela. Before we take our closing remarks, the head teacher would give us a short word. Ms. Gifty Gansa.
It's been a very exciting moment, very reflective, emotional at times. Thank you, girls. Thank you, everyone. I just wanted to thank Mrs. Abna Ajuman again. And also because after the closing remarks, we're going to go into the next phase of our time here, which will involve some eating and drinking. And that will not have been possible without Abna's involvement. And actually, she went all the way to find us a sponsor, to sponsor what you're going to eat and to drink. And we are incredibly grateful. I know if we count all the number of phone calls that we've made to you, it'd be like a million asking this and that. But thank you so much for being right in the middle of it, ensuring that all this is put together, you know, coming to State Guest House, ensuring someone listens to us, and that's what is supposed to be done, and so on and so forth. And we are incredibly grateful. We want you to extend our thanks to Atlantic Catering as well for their time and their generosity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gansa. We are ending the first part of the program, but before we do that, we'll call on Dr. Tom again to give us the closing remarks.
I want to take this opportunity to say well done to you, Ms. Gifty Gansa, your first graduation. You've been tremendous. It's been an amazing year. You've come in the middle of a difficult year and taken it on and just accelerated everything. So well done. You're a brilliant head teacher. And the whole ASA team, you're just incredible for your hard work, your passion, your dedication to the young women of the Africa Science Academy. It's incredible. So thank you so much for that. I would also like to say thank you to Abner and Andrew, our trustees, and all of the board members of AGF UK, AGF Ghana, AGF USA, who volunteer their time to help us realize the dream of the Africa Science Academy. We're fortunate to have an incredible board made up of leaders in business, education, and the non-profit sector who remain as committed to our vision as I do. I'd like to also thank Elizabeth, who's come on board and has made an immediate, excellent contribution. So you're so welcome, and thank you very much, Elizabeth. And obviously to my partner in crime, Yasmin, we get everything done together. It's incredible. Yesterday, students, when we sat down and had a conversation, the students asked a question which we hadn't really expected. They asked a question to my wife, Karen, and said, "What's it like to be with Tom when he's doing all of these things?" And Karen, in her usual modest way, said, "Well, I just watch what he does with suspicion." And I just wanted to say it's not true. I couldn't have achieved what I do without Karen. We're really one person. We're the same side, we're the different sides of the same coin. You don't get one without the other, and together we make an awesome team. So I'd like to say thank you for everything you've done. Thank you to all of you for joining us today, both here in person and online. It's been very special to have you here after a couple of years when we haven't been able to have these ceremonies. And to all the families and friends of the students who've made the journey to support the class of 2022. I'd now like to invite you to join us for a reception, enjoy some refreshments and some entertainment. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Dr. Tom. So we'll go on to the second part of the program, which is the reception. Ms. Beatrice, Elizabeth, Ms. Emanuela will walk the dignitaries first to their respective positions. We have a robotics exhibition. You cannot come to ASA and not see a robotics exhibition. So you will see one out there, and you'll see our girls do some dancing. They don't just do robotics and poems, they dance too. I dance too. So if you want to see that, let's go out to the next part of our program.
Back.
come to the second part of our event. While you enjoy your meal, the ASA dance team has put together a very beautiful choreography, and they would like for you to divide your attention while you eat. Watch with the corner of your eye as they display some dance moves.
Are you ready to dance? Shutting it down with a glance. Know that we're making you dance. You know that we're taking the chance.
Bring it from England to Ghana, UK, London, Nigeria, Angola, Caferiana, Ube, Wala. Your body has like a sauna. How do they dance for the father? I did that from Heritage.
Thank you, ASA dance team. So it's time to take photos now, even as we eat. Let's pay mind. I will be mentioning some names, and then we can come up and use the backdrop here for our photos. Those available, we're going to take individual family photos. Who is ready?
Look out, cause